Hey folks, and welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm Brendan from Bluelight, and if you're watching this video, it means that you're preparing for the Search Police Assessment Centre. And you're probably wondering, how am I going to deal with these role plays? I mean, I've asked you to put yourself in the shoes of a customer services officer at a shopping centre that doesn't exist. Yes, welcome to the West Shire Centre. And you're going to do 4 role plays. You've got 5 minutes to prepare for each one. You've got 5 minutes to conduct the role play. It's a different assessor and a different role player for each one of them. So don't worry about duplicating yourself. You duplicate yourself all you want if what you're going to say is going to work. And the thing is, I show you what works. So I've been specialising in this now for several years, coaching and supporting people for the police recruitment process. Prior to that, as a serving police officer, I coached and supported my staff to succeed in specialist interviews on promotion boards. So I've got this wealth of knowledge that's probably, let's think about it, it's over 20 years worth of experience and knowledge. Plus I've studied in this area academically as well and picked up all the qualifications. But hey, what do qualifications matter when it's experience that counts? And so over the past week, I've been thinking a lot about some of the types of role plays that you're going to get. And it's no secret, you know, positive action workshops across the country that police forces run have shared little snippets of what the candidates might need to prepare for. And so that all comes to me and I sort of put it all in there, and then I start thinking about, right, how can I turn those concepts into challenges for my clients, the people who have purchased my online courses, who attend my seminars, who join my one-to-ones, who attend my webinars, who are part of my fantastic Facebook support group. It's got almost 8,000 people in it. You know, the ones who are extra special ones, my clients are in the client-only Facebook group, which has got almost 2,000 people in it. So links below if you want to find out more about those things, except for the client-only group. You can't even find that unless you're invited, because it's a secret group. That's what Facebook calls it, but it just means you can't find it. Search all you want, you will not find it. Until you have an invite from me, you won't find it. So, past week I've been thinking about how you deal with disability issues. And the clues are all around you folks. You know, so I went down to London to run a day 1 seminar. That's a new version of the assessment centre. And those of you who watched my videos before will know I live in York. And so there I am at York Station, and I see at the LNER, little hut that they've got, they're giving out these things. Have you seen these things before? It's the sunflower scheme. So I asked them if I could have one. I made a donation. So, you know, I'm quite happy to take one of these. I made a suitable donation. And the idea is, if you are someone with a hidden disability, so these are often people who will have a neurodiverse condition. It may be autism, Asperger's, or any other disability or condition that is hidden and where they require a little bit more support than someone who is not neurodiverse would require. So I don't think I'm neurodiverse, I don't require that much support. But have you ever noticed at a supermarket how some of the supermarkets out there, they'll ask you, do you want help with your packing? And I'm packing away and I'm looking at them thinking, does it look like I need help with my packing? Well, they're asking you that because they ask everyone that in case someone does have a hidden disability. Well, this makes it a bit easier, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it struck me that this is a great idea. It's been rolled out across supermarkets and airports right across the country. York Station, LNER, London North Eastern Railway, they're supporting it as well. And when I see things like this, I think, how can I turn that into a set of meaningful strategies for you, the people who are preparing for the assessment centre, to implement at your role play. So if you had a role play that had something to do with disability issues or neurodiverse conditions, here's your solution. Then again, you can't just take that and then go, there's your solution, my friend, you know, take that. You know, and I don't think the College of Policing would advocate you taking props in, although no, that would kind of mean that you've watched this before, and they don't like you doing this kind of preparation. There's nothing wrong with it, they just don't like it. They think it provides an unlevel playing field. Hey, they need to take a look at some of the forces out there, and I have told them about this. who are doing things like giving their candidates the marking guides, their questions at the assessment centre, the script for the interviewer, and a lot of these documents have College of Policing sensitive across the top. Come on, College of Policing, do something about it. They're a bit ambivalent, to be honest. It's when I was an associate for the College of Policing, they didn't do anything about it. So here's just one example, folks. What examples do you have? What ideas do you have? Are you going with ideas? Because if you're not going out with ideas, then your rehearsal for the role plays is going to be on the day, and it's going to be really uncomfortable, and you're going to have to really think on your feet, and you're going to walk out and you're going to go, oh, I wish I'd mentioned, I wish I could have done. Why didn't I say? Not if you're one of my clients. So if you're one of my clients, jump over to the client-only Facebook group, where I'm going to prepare for you straight after this one a video which is going to show you exactly the sort of things that you can say in response to a number of different types of role play that could raise disability issues. I'm going to think of every eventuality, and I'm going to provide you with a range of possible scripts that you could utilize. You need to do the hard work. You need to look at how you're going to put it all together in a CUDSA framework. You need to do the hard work, as in you're the one who's going to have to practice. I mean, seriously, folks, practice, 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 practice. Until it's like riding a bike. Until it's so natural to you that you couldn't fail to use these phrases as part of the CUDSA framework for dealing with a role play. So there you go, folks. I hope you like that video. I hope you've got something out of this. What I say to all my clients is, look, you know, I'm not here to do this for you. There is no magic bullet, you know. There's no, you know, overnight success method of learning how to pass an assessment process or an interview. You've got to put the hard work in. I mean, seriously, folks, put the hard work in. Most of you are not putting enough hard work in. Most of my clients, actually, when I speak to them at my seminars and ask them, you know, honesty time, how many of you are doing something on a daily basis, taking action on a daily basis to take you closer to your goal? And what I'll get is, you know, out of 20 people, 25 people, I might get 3 or 4 people putting their hands up. And then when I ask them the next question, how many of you are taking massive amounts of action? I mean, massive action on a daily basis that's going to take you closer to your goal. I might get 1 hand going up out of 20, 25 people. It's not enough. You seriously need to practice. If you want to ace this, you need to practice. You need to prepare. The hard work is in the rehearsals. I can show you what to do. You've got to do the hard work. So it's down to you. It's not down to me, it's down to you. You are not going to guarantee an outstanding mark at your assessment centre simply by doing my course. Because here's the thing, if you read something, in 2 weeks' time, you're likely to remember about 10% of it. If you watch something and repeat it, you maybe remember about 25% of it. If you actually do it, if you take action, practice with real people who are role acting for you, who are asking you interview questions in a simulated situation where you've got a table in your living room or dining room, and you set it all up exactly as the interview would be, or exactly as the assessment centre would be, in terms of a chair opposite you with nothing in between, with a role player there, and you get your friends, loved ones to react exactly as the role players will do. Then after 2 weeks, you're likely to remember about 80% of it because you're doing it. And that's the difference, doing it. Come on, take action, and take action now. Do it now. Don't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Do this now. Take action now. Get stuck in. Start practicing, because there's a lot of forces out there will say that their pass mark's 50%. And that's their intention, you know, the pass mark's 50%. But if 500 people get through the assessment centre, and a lot of forces, the numbers will be like that. So they get through, 500 people get through to the assessment centre, they will cull that number down to about 200, 250, who they're going to actually send to the assessment centre by marking your application forms harder. And this is why it takes so long for them to make a decision. And then they'll send 250 people to the assessment centre, let's say 150 pass, but they've only got the capability to run 100 interviews. Then that's 50 people that have got to go. So what they're going to do, they're going to pick the bottom scorers. So you're not aiming to pass. My clients aim to get 60s and 70s. There's no substitute for that. So if you want to find out more about that, then, you know, go to someone who knows all about this. You know, this has been my living, or partial living. I've been doing this and other things, but the other things I utilise to bring in ideas. So the work I'm doing, I did with the European Union. I was on the International Advisory Board for a project that was looking to improve problem solving and community engagement across Europe, especially in Eastern Europe. I did that for 3 years. And I brought a lot of ideas into this course. I've been working with police forces and councils to improve their community engagement and problem solving capability in some very difficult areas like Hare Hills in Leeds and Birkby and Huddersfield. Birkby and Huddersfield featured in a BBC Two documentary about the sort of murder capital of the country. Really challenging issues for the police and council there. And a lot of the ideas I've brought in to this course that you can utilise in the role plays. You can have assessors just going, what? You're going to do what? So listen, seriously folks, that's the place to go. Check the links below, see what you think. And if you don't like it, look, within 24 hours of you deciding you don't like it, drop me a line and I'll give you a full refund. That's how confident I am that my services will work for you. So anyway, thanks for watching this. I hope to see you at the next one. And if you're one of my clients, jump over to the client only group now and I'll share with you my thoughts on how we can really improve and ramp up our solutions in respect of disability issues at West Shire Centre. Speak to you soon. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.